What's going on, guys? It's Zoe with No Days Off DFS here to bring you another NBA preseason slate breakdown for the 4-game NBA slate we got over here on DraftKings. If you guys are new here and you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos I'm putting out, and drop a like if this video helps you in any way, shape, or form. We're putting out a lot of content. Can't wait. NBA season starts up next week, so you already know I will have breakdowns for everything for that as we go through the season. Cannot wait. Truly cannot wait. We've been grinding out the preseason. We've been cashing pretty decently, steadily. Haven't gotten the big win yet, but hopefully tonight can be that night. Nice 4-game slate. Pretty good news. We should have decent rotation from the starters, teams that are actually playing. And with some of the games being early, we should really have that news to really help us hammer down who exactly we need to target on today's slate. If you guys are looking for a player pool course, things like that, check the link down in the description below for the Patreon. It's only $10, and I promise you guys will make that back within your first week. Putting out consistently every day for the NBA preseason. Been making a player pool with some core picks, core locks, with my notes and everything for that. Besides just getting my stuff, you're also going to get all the other guys over here at the No Days Off. My boy BK, who is grinding out hockey right now, also in WNBA GOAT. He's putting out all of his hockey stuff. He's been pretty decent to start the season. He went on a nice 3-4 game hitter stretch to start the season. But nonetheless, he's still grinding out these picks for you guys, dropping them left and right. So definitely tap in if you guys are looking for more content and things like that. Again, like I said, you're going to get more than just my stuff. You're going to get everyone else that we have over here for the No Days Off. We don't just do NBA. But if you're looking for more NBA content, definitely check that out. Now, some quick housekeeping for you guys. This week, I will have today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and maybe Thursday's preseason games will be what I will be able to cover. Going into the weekend, your boy will be off. I have a wedding that I am going to this weekend, so I will be out of town. Will not be able to cover it here on the YouTube doing videos, but we'll try to still put up notes and things like that on the Patreon and inside of the Discord. So definitely, again, like I said, tap into those if you guys are looking for more content in that sense. If I could drop stuff on the YouTube community tab, definitely check that out. Subscribe so you guys can actually see the YouTube community tab. I will try to put stuff up there for you guys as well, just so the way you guys can still have some content, especially for NBA preseason. With that being said, let's go ahead. Let's dive right into it. If you guys don't got a DraftKings account, man, check the link down in the description for you, so you guys can get that deposit match bonus. Join me over here on the King. Really great site to play for the NBA, and honestly all other sports. Hopefully, I will be able to drop a how to win or at NBA DFS video, just like I did for the WNBA. Best strategies, things like that to do for over here for the NBA. All right, so looking at the slate, like I said, we got 4 games, pretty decent games, decent teams that we got playing on today. Some real quick things to look at is looking at how many games some of these teams have. So looking at the Hawks, they have 2 games left. I would expect that today probably is going to be their preseason dress rehearsal type thing, considering last game normally teams like to sit their starters. Some teams do, some teams don't. But going against the Pacers tonight for the Hawks, this should be a really good game for them to actually go all out, at least give us 3 full quarters of actual rotation, things like that. Over for the Pacers, same thing, second to last game for them. We haven't seen Tyrese Halliburton yet, and I got a suspicion that today's going to be the day we finally see Hallie. Hopefully he can play in that 20-minute range. I've heard that he's been scrimmaging and been playing, so not like he hasn't been getting any type of reps, but he hasn't had the in-game reps just yet. So hopefully that will be today. For the 76ers, same thing, second last game for them. We did get word that Joel Embiid is expected to play today. So we already know JoJo, he is back. That's going to mess with the center rotation for like Paul Reed and things like that. Not sure how many minutes Joel Embiid is going to play, but it is confirmed that Joel Embiid is going to play. Harden is still out. Over here for the Brooklyn Nets, as we already seen, this second last game for them. They played their starters actually into the third quarter going up against this overseas team. So I would expect them to do much same here today. So, some decent value right there. For the Rockets and the Spurs, they both still have 3 games left. They're resting starters on the on both sides. Green is going to be out for the Houston Rockets, and that's the only one I've seen so far. And then for the Spurs, they are going to be without Vassell, without Wemby, and one other person. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But so definitely some mess around with this. Keldon Johnson is expected to make his debut today, and Zach Collins, who sat last game, is going to be back in this game right here. For the Phoenix Suns, they got 2 more games left. Would expect for them to possibly play their starters maybe about 24 minutes ish here, considering they did ramp them up to, I want to say, low 20s in this last game. So I'd expect maybe about 25 minutes in this one finally. And then for Portland, this is their last preseason game, so definitely want to pay attention to the news for here, because they've been running the young guys, they've been running their starters and things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see if they actually go ahead and give us like a full game rotation for the full 3 quarters. They did sit some players in the last game that they played going up against Utah. So I definitely want to pay attention to see who's going to actually be in and out for these guys. All right, so going over, looking break down the slate. Going on the assumption with the minutes that we're thinking of, I would expect for Atlanta starters to actually play going into the third quarter, play some decent minutes, about 25 minutes. With that being said, Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, those are going to be your main two guys that you're going to look at from the Atlanta Hawks. They're going to have all the usage. Going up against the Pacers, who are, team that we definitely can have attacked last season at the guard position. We attacked them also at the forward position last season. If Clint Capella is out, let's see, didn't play on Saturday. So if Clint is going to be out, I don't mind going to Okongwu. If he actually is going to start at the center position, would actually love him. He's a pretty decent fantasy point per minute producer when he is out there. And then of course the matchup going up against centers versus the Pacers, one that we attacked last season. Definitely wouldn't mind going there if you're going to tell me he's getting 20-ish minutes. And then Trae Young, DeJounte Murray. Normally, I like to always go down to DeJounte Murray because he had the steal upside and he can score. Definitely, he can get the assist and rebounding as well. But we already know Trae Young, he can light it up. Probably going to be one of the better spends on the slate if you're going to tell me that Trae's going to go out there and play about 24, 25-ish minutes. So don't mind either one of the guards. It's just going to depend on how you're going to want to get different on the slate with that. But definitely Trae Young, DeJounte Murray both in play. Okongwu, if Clint Capella's out, definitely going to be in play as well. Depending on if Hunter is going to be in and out, knee sideline Saturday, third straight. So if Hunter is still going to be out and they're going to be rolling Johnson and Jalen Johnson is the starting lineup, don't mind him at all. He's been a great addition to their starting lineup, played really well in his last couple of games. Wouldn't mind going to Johnson right there. And then it's going to be a pick your poison with the bench, especially if we're expecting for a normal rotation. I'm not going to really mess too much with the bench here, but it will definitely be Johnson with no Hunter. If Bay is going to be missing again, still might actually see Johnson in the starting lineup. Okongwu, if no Clint Capella, DeJounte Murray, Trae Young, all of them, these guys are going to be in play. Over here for the Indiana Pacers, if Hallie is actually going to play today, let's see. Looks Friday. He expects to play in Monday's preseason game. All right, so Hallie is expected to be back. Don't expect him to play more than 25 minutes during his first. Hey, if he's back and he's going to at least play 20 to 25 minutes, I don't mind that at all. I would definitely be taking Halliburton here. The assist upside that this kid has is crazy, and the usage that he has, scoring wise, getting downhill, outside shot, love all of it. 8-900, would not mind that at all for Tyrese Halliburton. Definitely would be in the player pool as well as a play. Stack him up with Benedict Mathurin. Don't mind him at all in this position and spot. He's been getting some pretty decent burn and run. With Hallie being out, he was taking more of the shots. Might take a hit with that, but at 5,900, not bad if you land right there. Buddy Hield, 2-shot scoring dependent for me. Miles Turner, I'm not really the biggest Miles Turner fan, but nah, I'm not even going to mess with that. Off their bench, Neesmith, Jarris Walker would be two guys that I'll possibly look at. And then for value, Obi Toppin, he has been starting at their power forward position. He's been getting run. Do not mind him at 3,900 if you land there as a cheap option that you can definitely go to. Do not mind going to Obi Toppin. Like I said, he's been playing some pretty decent minutes. Looking at what they did in the last game going up against Houston, Obi out there, he played 18 minutes. So yeah, they ran all the stars about 18 minutes. So definitely wouldn't mind. Like I said, Jarris Walker definitely in play. Neesmith, another one that you could take off the bench. Outside of that, that's really going to be it for me from the Pacers. Right there should be a fast-paced game right there. Both these teams do like to run. For Philly, like I said, it was expected that Joel Embiid said Sunday he's expected to play on Monday. No exact news on how many minutes it's going to be at 10-4. Probably not going to mess with that unless you can tell me Joel Embiid all of a sudden is going to play into the third quarter. I'm personally not going to mess with that. I think he's going to be way too expensive to take on a slate, especially if he's only going to play maybe 15 minutes or so. If you're going to tell me Joel's going to play maybe about 25 to 28 minutes, that would have been interesting, but not going to mess with that. To me, it's still just going to be Tyrese Maxey's show for Philly. He's the best play over there. Sitting at 7K with no James Harden, he's still going to lead this offense. He still has assist upside. 3-point shot is there. Amazing what he can actually do out there in that time frame. Love Tyrese Maxey here in this position spot. Springer, don't mind going to him at 4.8. Gonna come in there. We already know he's got the green light to shoot. Definitely someone else that could be in play. And then coming down, you could take a chance on Kelly Oubre, but very scoring dependent for whatever Kelly Oubre is gonna go out there and do. I'm not gonna go and chase that. He literally relies heavily on that shot to fall. And plus, of course, he's not starting, playing off the bench. Maybe he'll get another 22 minutes. But if he can be as efficient as what he was last game, I'm not gonna bet on that right here. And last one I'll probably take a chance on would be DeAnthony Melton. 3,700. Know he's going to come in, play that backup point guard role, come in, play some two as well. He has some assist upside, defensive upside as well out there. Do not mind going to Melton as another value play. Not messing with Pat Bev. I don't care if he's starting or not. PJ Tucker, fade that. Never going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Outside of that, Tobias Harris. You could take a chance, but with Joel Embiid back, I think it's going to take a little bit of a hit to Tobias in his touches that he's going to actually get. So really, it's just going to be Maxey for me. Over here on the Brooklyn Nets side, Miles Bridges, Spencer Dinwiddie, both of them in play. Like I said, they played their starters into the third period going up against this overseas team. And as you can see, it was Spencer Dinwiddie and Mikal Bridges that led the way for them. Of course, Ben Simmons, I really don't mind coming out here to Simmons. He's sitting at 5,200. That's pretty good value right there at the small forward position. I'm not really exactly too sure how low the small forward is today, but if you land on Ben Simmons at 5,200 and he's going to actually play, 25-ish minutes, the triple-double upside that Ben Simmons still has is there. He truly still does have a triple-double upside, as you can see. 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 6 points. No, he's not going to go out there, light it up every day and whatnot for you, but still, just the upside that he actually has and the defensive upside. He is a very good defensive player. Do not mind going to Ben Simmons at that price tag for 5,200. That's really great. And then Mikal Bridges, Spencer Dinwiddie, love both of those two. Either one of those are fine plays right there. I'm on the slate. Everyone else, their usage just really isn't there for me. If Harry Giles starts at center again, to me, that's kind of value. Definitely that you want to be looking to on the slate. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 21 minutes out there. Definitely wouldn't mind going to Giles right there. But again, that would depend on whether or not if Claxton is going to be in or out. Claxton, he was ruled out, sore glute. So if he's still sore and he's out, Harry Giles, it's going to be a tough matchup going up against Joel Embiid, but maybe when Paul Reed and them comes in, he might have a much better type game. 3,200, that's value right there for sure. Going over here to Houston, depending on what we get, if other starters sit out, but Jalen Green, he's going to be out. Şengün, Freddie V, Tar Easton, all those guys will be in play. Jabari Smith Jr., you guys already know we've been attacking with Jabari Smith Jr. He's looked very great throughout the preseason. I'll go right back here again to Jabari Smith. He's looked very good. And then outside of him, is this one a Sar or a Min? Honestly, okay. Amin Thompson, definitely do not mind going to him here in this position and spot. If they're going to actually run him some decent minutes, which I really do hope that they actually do, this could actually be his chance to get the green light, just, shoot it out. Things like that for him to actually go out here. 21 minutes, 12 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Love what I've been seeing from the kids so far in the preseason. Him and his brother, they got some really good athleticism. I really do like what I see from him. So hopefully we can get Amin to play some decent minutes here. Do not mind going to him. But then again, Şengün, with no Wemby out there, he's not going to have to worry about that crazy defense. This could be a game where we actually see maybe a double-double from Şengün. We know that he is another player that can definitely play make as well from that center position. So do not mind Şengün at all. And then Jabari Smith Jr., that's really just like the usage that this kid is having right now. At 6,100, hopefully they price him low to start the season. But Jabari Smith Jr. definitely will go right back to him. Same thing with Amin. And then I do not mind Şengün here in the spot. Freddie V, I'm indifferent on that one. And then of course off the bench, you can always mess with Tari Easton, but I would just rather find the salary to get up to a Jabari Smith or come down to Amin, and then yeah, that really be it for me over here for Houston. Definitely pay attention. If more players sit, then that might open up some more run for some other guys over there on Houston. Over here for the Spurs, we already know that Wemby is out. Keldon is expected to play. Vassell is out. Trey Jones, let me see, are you in or out? He is out, so some guard minutes to go around. And then Zach Collins, he's expected to play. Collins, do not mind him. He's going to have the usage out there. Same thing with Keldon Johnson. If Keldon is actually going to play 24, 25-ish minutes out there, do not mind, but he's coming off of a hamstring, so I would expect for them to limit him. I'm not going to expect them to play heavy minutes, so Keldon, he's going to actually be out for me. I would rather go to Zach Collins down here, maybe a Branham, who should be coming in playing that let me see, San Antonio Spurs. Let's see who they actually ran as their backup guard minutes and things like that. So I know Shohan, he actually started, was their quote-unquote point guard that they were trying to run out there. I would expect Shohan to play again, possibly that guard position. Don't mind going to him. I know he can rebound. He can somewhat play make a little bit. It's not nothing crazy. And he can definitely score, get downhill is his game. He's not going to take no crazy outside shots. That's not his game. So don't mind messing with Shohan again if he's going to be playing the point role for them. And like I said, definitely Branham would probably be a better guard play to go to right there. And then of course, Zach Collins, just the usage that he's going to have actually out there. And he's a very decent fantasy point per minute producer, especially with his defensive upside as well. So definitely probably going to be Zach Collins. Like I said, I figured it was going to be a center we could actually pay down to. Zach Collins is probably going to be that player, so no need to play Embiid. But yeah, Zach Collins, I love him here in the spot. Branham would definitely take a stab at him. Champagne, don't mind going to him as well. And then C.D. Osman been getting the run with the starters. Looked very good. Don't mind taking a stab at C.D., but really for me, it's just going to be Zach Collins on this side. Going over here to Portland and Phoenix, it's going to be the young guys, Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simons. If you believe that lightning can strike twice and he's going to be able to go out there and have a gnarly shooting game like what he just did going up against the Jazz. But going up against Phoenix, let's see, how many minutes has he actually played? Against Phoenix, he's played 23 minutes. They've held him pretty much to 15 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a rebound. So don't mind if you want to try to attack Simons again, but it's just going to be the young guys. Scoot, Sharp. I don't mind messing with Jeremy Grant out there as well. Those would be the players that I'm going to mainly focus on, but really it's just Scoot and Sharp. These guys that have been getting fourth quarter run. So I'll mess with both of those two right there. And then for the Phoenix side, if you're going to actually tell me that D-Book, KD, Beal, if he's actually back for this game, if they're going to play into the third quarter, Beal did have a back issue going into his last game, but he is expected to play here today. Don't mind going to Beal or D-Book. Definitely, I mean, if you want to pay up for Kevin Durant, one of these big three you could definitely mess with today, but it's not a staple. It's not a must. And just looking at it, because this was their last preseason game that they played. Let's see. KD played 21. Nasir Little played 30. Nurk played 21. Not bad for Nurk out there. Eric Gordon. If they start Eric Gordon again, oh no, he started for Beal. So, no. D-Book, Beal, both decent plays. If you want to mess with Nurk, that's not bad right there, but not a must. Grayson Allen, okay, but I'm really not too heavy on the Suns. If anything, it would just really be between D-Book and Beal would be my two that I would actually look to right there. All right, guys. That's a quick breakdown for you guys. I will get the player pool and stuff out for you guys later on today after more news and stuff comes out. Definitely tap into that. Check the links down in the description below so you guys can get your deposit match bonuses and all that good stuff for it. We'll actually have some prop plays for today for prize picks, maybe something for underdogs, since we should actually be getting some decent rotations and some stuff that we can attack on today's slate. Hopefully you guys have a pretty good cash out day. Hopefully the weekend and last week was pretty good to you guys. With that being said, it's your boy Zoe. I'm out. Peace.